Please be advised that everything in my video is purely for entertainment purposes. These are purely my thoughts and opinions and are subjective. I must advise you to please do your own research. All media users found on the public domain and are fair use and fair dealings.
Hi guys, I said I'd be back really soon. So today is the 13th of January. Today is the day of the Crisis Summit. I will be doing another video later on this afternoon once we find out more of how it has gone down, shall we say. I'm really hoping for the royal family's sake that they do not give in to Harry and Meghan's demands. And it is demands. It's, as far as I'm concerned, they're basically blackmailing them. Tom Bradby, as I reported yesterday, had said to a newspaper that they are ready to go with a tell-all interview. You know, it would be basically no holds barred. They will literally go to town on the royal family, and there's been rumours that it will talk about just the sexism, racism, the fact that it's such an archaic institution. How disgusting is that? They were given everything, a £32 million wedding, taxpayer funded renovations to a property, not just any property, Frogmore, if it's to believe that they ever lived there. But this is what the royal family have reported in their accounts, so I'm going to go with it. Families lived inside Frogmore. Those families got taken out so Harry and Meghan can have that property. It got renovated to a cost of £2.4 million. She was given patronages, she was given a title, she has literally been able to give speeches. How many speeches does one woman need to give? She gives speeches at everything. It's almost a sudden, like, Meghan knows everything in the world, doesn't she? It doesn't matter whether it's the Endeavour Awards, whether it was the Invictus Games, whether it was Harry's friend's funeral. Meghan's up there giving some sort of a speech. Sorry, it wasn't a funeral, it was a memorial. So she has literally been given everything. She was allowed to travel with the Queen on the Queen's train. She basically got given everything that it took Catherine years to work. But hey ho, the royal family and us are racist. She got given so much, and they're basically throwing it back in the royal family's face by going, these are a list of our demands. If you don't do it, we're going to go on national TV, no doubt in America. Gayle King's apparently going to be the one doing it. So I can't see how they can be trying to plug this. Meghan couldn't deal with it. 20 months. She's not... There's baked beans in my cupboard older than their bloody relationship. She never wanted to give it a go. She's always done everything to basically shake everyone's cages, whatever you call it, poke the bear with a stick. She's never wanted to do anything, follow the protocols. She had an extortionate wardrobe from the day one, didn't she? I mean, that was absolutely crazy. Charles's checkbook was open. And I mean, yeah, okay, she's going to want nice clothes for obviously when she's touring around. She became a duchess. She became Harry's wife. But she took it to a whole different level, didn't she? But Charlie kept signing off those checks, so I've got no sympathy. However, the public have really turned the tide when it comes to these two, because you messed with our Queen. You were absolutely disgusting the way that, I say you like they're listening to me, but you know what I mean. Absolutely appalling that they gave them 10 minutes notice. The Queen said, please don't do this, but they still went ahead and did it. Everything has always been done how Meghan wants it. Now, don't be fooled and go, oh, well, Harry's behind it too. He's a yes man. It's like all their staff they've got now. Anyone that basically doesn't say yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir, you're out the door. Doesn't matter if you're friends, doesn't matter if you're family, if you're long-serving staff, does not matter. Meghan says you're out, you're out. So one of the most shocking things about all of this for me is the fact that Meghan came back for the photo call at Canada House, because let's face it, that's all it was. They've obviously been making some sort of deals inside Canada House, but I find it very odd they did this big thing. Let's call a press conference. Why couldn't they have just gone to Canada House quietly? Because Meghan wanted to be seen, didn't she? She wanted her face across all of the newspapers. And didn't she look like the cat that got the canary? And now we know why. She was walking around so excited, she was dripping with sweat. Not very becoming of a lady. Harry had his same miserable full-on look that we've seen of him for the past few months. And then bang, the bombshell gets dropped. But where's Meghan? She was on the first plane, budget plane they say, yeah, my budget plane, back to Canada, because that's where Archie was. Ah, yeah, well, there's a reason why Archie was left behind, and I'll come to that in a second. So, they've dropped the bombshell, Meghan's done a runner and left Harry to deal with the fallout. She doesn't even have enough respect to face the Queen, to face Charles, for everything that she's been given. No, she's gonna tap in on a conference call, as it's been reported, to this crisis meeting today. The hugest thing thing that has ever happened to Prince Harry, the biggest decision of his life. Where's his wife? Well, she's with her mates in Canada holding the baby hostage. And let's be honest, Archie is nothing more but an insurance policy. Now, there was a picture of Meghan coming out of the theatre. Apparently she went to see all of her patronages. I don't know whether that was to just say that, nice to see you again, I'm leaving now. But there was a picture of her walking down the steps with her hand splayed with no wedding ring on. Was that a warning shot at Harry? Basically, if you come to Canada and you haven't done everything that I want you to do, this is what's going to happen. So Archie, the insurance policy, the golden egg, the golden ticket. There is a reason why she rushed to have the baby. Of course there was. Now, people can say it's her age and stuff, but bugger off. I'm sorry, I've got friends in their early 40s that have had perfectly healthy children. She rushed because she knew that this was going to be a short-term thing. She never intended to stay. So Archie became the insurance policy. Now, the reason why he's in Canada and been left behind and she's left her husband, Harry's never been left alone with his family, has he? For the last God knows how long. He's cut off all of his friends, all his family. If anyone dared question his relationship with Meghan or does she have his intentions at heart, they've been cut off. So he wasn't at Balmoral in the summer. Obviously, we know what happened over the Christmas period. So this is going to be the time when Harry's going to spend the most time he's probably spent with his family members in God knows how long. So this is going to be the time, if there's anyone left that can get through to him, this would be the time, wouldn't it? The next couple of weeks, he's apparently here to sort it all out. So where's the baby? The baby's in Canada. Well, time will tell because this story's going to pan out. It's a matter of years, isn't it? That this will be the next huge thing. It will be the divorce. Now, I think she's always used Archie. She used Archie to tie Harry in because there were rumours that she was behaving like a total bee all the way through their early courtship. It sped up more. So the more time they spent together and lived together, it was obviously going to come out, wasn't it, that she's not that nice a person. So anyway, she got pregnant and she announced it at Princess Eugenie's wedding when she was far too early on in her pregnancy to do that anyway, but she made a thing out of it, didn't she? It, you know, made the newspapers. She stole the bride's thunder. That tells you a lot about this woman, doesn't it? Who does that? Who does that? She had the hugest wedding. She had the coverage worldwide. But she did that to Princess Eugenie's wedding. I think it's disgusting. But on top of that, she did it for the Australian tour. So then the Australian tour became about Meghan, didn't it? It was Meghan and her non-existent bump, but she held that non-existent bump. She was clutching her hand like oh, it must have hurt. She must have had her arms in serious like wrist restraints afterwards. She probably needs wrist restraints. You know what I mean? Wrist supports. But yeah, she just absolutely milked the pregnancy, the 10-month-long pregnancy. And yeah, every award that she did, it was never about anything that she was doing, was it? No matter what charity it was, whether she was on the stage presenting awards, the bump was being hugged and it was being literally used for every single bit of coverage that she could get. Then obviously everything that happened with Archie's birth, it ensured maximum coverage. It was privacy, it was this, it was that. It was just been a big hoo-ha. Archie has been used when he's been no bigger than a lima bean, basically, and it's going to continue. She has used Archie for maximum coverage on her South Africa tour. I mean, my God, he was presented to Nelson Mandela like he was Simba in The Lion King. All you needed was Elton John singing in the background. That was done for maximum coverage. The christening, the privacy of the christening, the hiding of the birth certificate that's never going to be released. It was all done, well, there's probably lots of reasons why that was done. I'm sure we're probably never going to find out. But it was shady, but it was all done for maximum coverage. If they just wanted a private christening, go get the christening done. No, that was it. Just release a picture a few days later. But they released an announcement to say that they were going to have a christening, but it was going to be private. There is nothing private about this couple. She's going to be working her little butt off in America, securing fashion deals, magazine deals, talk shows, books. He's going to really see his wife do some work, but obviously she won't be mentally affected out there, will she? This is literally the worst mistake of Harry's life, and I just can't believe that in 20 months she has caused this much damage. But as I said, the reason why Archie was left behind is he's an insurance policy, because if his family have a chance of talking sense into him in the next couple of weeks, Archie's in another country. Good luck, Harry, and it will be the divorce next. That's why I think she did that picture of her not wearing her wedding ring. That's why she's done a runner. She can't face the music. What sort of person could do that to the family that took you in? I tell you the sort of person, a cold, narcissistic person that is in this purely for herself. Everything that is going to come out of this marriage is going to be negative on Harry's part. The Queen and Charles must stick up for the rest of the royal family. If they give in to the demands of, basically, she was a D-list celebrity, wasn't she? People hadn't even heard of her. Before that, she was a deal or no deal suitcase girl. And now she's got people bowing and curtsying to her. She's signing up deals to do voiceover with Disney. She's done Vogue edits. She's making clothing capsules with Mishanunu. She is literally milking this relationship for everything. They need to cut the cord. This cannot be allowed to continue. There is a reason why she basically renewed the TIG, but then also added on TIG tots. She is going to merch Harry. She is going to merch that child. They should not be allowed to use the Sussex royal title, which they have literally copyrighted on everything. They will be earning money on everything from pictures to hoodies to socks. The people of Sussex don't deserve that, do they? Sussex is such a beautiful county. I visit it myself quite regularly, and I'm sorry, but if they think people wanted their titles stripped before, what the hell do you think they're going to be like now? And they're going to probably have a lot of people in the UK now backing them, supporting them, including certain politicians. People are not falling for the crap anymore, and it's amazing that this has gone on this far. She might have Archie, she might have Harry, but don't let her take everything else, because it is now going to affect William's future, Charles's future, George's future, because Meghan is going to trash the royal family into the ground. She's already caused a lot of damage on top of Andrew. I mean, how much more damage do the monarchy think that they can sustain before the public just go, do you know what, enough? So that's it for this video. I will be back and tell me what you think. Whether you think I'm right about Archie is nothing more than a golden ticket. He's an insurance policy to make sure that Harry comes back, to make sure that the royal family don't cut them off completely. It's just been one big con. She is a master manipulator. But as always, these are just my thoughts and my opinions, so please feel free to tell me yours. So I will be back hopefully tomorrow. I'm trying to stay on top of everything. Let's find out what comes out this meeting. What are we going to be told? What are we not going to be told? What's going to be the truth? I just really hope this time around they actually start listening to the public. Look at the polls. Look, they are literally the most unpopular royals. They have made Edward and Wallace look popular. So, back in the next couple of days. See you soon. Bye.
If you like my video, please remember to like and subscribe. Please, angry typists, you will be blocked, so save your fingers the time. If you would like to buy me a coffee, please go to my About page and click the link. Love, Taz.